We're less than 24 hours away from the biggest football game in the state of Washington. It's going to be the first Apple Cup for all the freshmen, but one Cougar freshman's journey just to get here is really remarkable. Our Alyssa Charleston has more from Seattle.
Keith, we know it's going to be a battle between the Huskies and the Cougs tomorrow in the Apple Cup, but there's one player on Washington State's roster that's known a real battle. Cosmas Kwete was born into a war zone. He and his family were forced to flee the Congo just to remain alive another day. Safety is something most of us might take for granted, but Cosmas has only known a life of danger. So on a day like Thanksgiving, where we're all taking a full day to talk about all the things that we're grateful for, Cosmas Kwete can tell you what he's grateful for every single day of his life.
If I just look back like 4 or 5 years ago, just like how I was going to school, living life just to live another day, just thinking about that and how I got here, it's like, hey.
Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy.
What's even crazier is the world Cosmas Kwete was living in 15 years ago. Born in the Democratic Republic of the Congo while it was serving as the battlefield of the deadliest human conflict since World War II.
War broke loose, and my dad and my mom, like, they saw that the best opportunity for us to like live another day is to like leave and go live in a refugee camp.
Leaving behind the threat of armed fighters or thieves breaking into their home late at night. The family of 9 busts south to Zimbabwe, trading their life of danger for one of the unknown.
The electricity, you get a schedule, there's the electricity schedule, it comes this time, it goes this time. Clean water, there's specific places you can get clean water. And if you want just like regular bath water or anything, you go somewhere else. School is not the best schooling. It's not in the best conditions, but if you want to go to school, you gotta use what you have.
What he also had was rugby and 2 brothers that all fell in love with it. The sport took them away from their rough and often dangerous world.
But like me, I was having the chance of like escaping that to live in a refugee camp, even though that wasn't the best of life. But I still thank God for that opportunity.
Imagine feeling grateful after spending your entire childhood in a refugee camp. But after 13 years in Zimbabwe, their most life-changing opportunity came knocking.
My dad told us that we'll get a chance to relocate, to resettle in America. There'll be a really good chance for us to start over. And then from that, like when I heard that news, I almost broke down. Like I was so happy, like what I watch on TV and how the American life is, you know, it's something you want to be part of.
He would become part of something very American right away when a coach at his new high school first caught sight of Cosmas and his brothers.
He saw us and then he was like, boys, what do you guys want to do here? And then we're like, well, here's to play soccer and rugby. And that's like, you play rugby? He said, oh, you won't like football.
With his size, speed, and rugby mentality, Cosmas was a natural on defense. Football scholarship offers from all over the country started rolling in. But he wasn't making a decision on his new home without his family.
I love my mom. I'm really close with my mom. I'm not a mama's boy, but I love my mom. And when I came up for my visit, my mom loved the school. She loved the coaches, the environment. She thought it was the best situation for me.
Just a few years removed from their old situation, where safety was never promised. This quaint college town tucked away in the hills of the Palouse seemed like the perfect opposite.
Like coming in Pullman, you know, Pullman is one of the world secure places. It's like, you can walk in Pullman any time of the day you want, any time of the night you want. It's most likely nothing will happen to you.
First time you're away from your brothers and your family.
Yeah.
Has it been hard?
It's been hard, but sometimes we talk and it's like, he tells me like, we'll meet again someday, but you gotta make sure you take care of business first.
Business means getting a degree in civil engineering, determined to bring hope to a place that had none for the Kwete family.
One of my goals is to go back in Africa, going back to like our Congo, you know, just, you know, how the infrastructure is really poor and everything. So just kind of like starting your own like foundation and like building stuff over there and like take off my people, if I could say that, yeah.
That kind of selflessness is just so rare. Coach Moss has been through so much. He's seen such terrible things, yet all he wants to do is make the future brighter for those that come after him. We've really enjoyed getting to know him better, and we hope you enjoyed his story. It's going to be really fun to follow the rest of his journey at Washington State as he continues as a Cougar, starting with the Apple Cup tomorrow at 1 p.m. For now, reporting outside of Husky Stadium with the Cougs and with the Huskies, Alyssa Charleston, 4 News Now.